The Chicago Bulls are signing free agent guard Malcolm Hill on a two-way NBA contract. Sources tell Charania of The Athletic. As you guys know, Malcolm Hill actually played for the Atlanta Hawks and then played for the Chicago Bulls. He appeared in a handful of games, 16 to be exact, last season for the Bulls, averaging 3.4 points in 10.4 minutes. And he's a guy that I think is an interesting cat. He's been around the NBA. He's a grinder. Guy deserving of an NBA contract. Yes, very much so. From St. Louis, Missouri. All right. He played for the Hawks after playing for the Birmingham Squadron. But the thing is this is a guy who played all over Europe after being a four-star recruit going to Illinois. St. Louis, Missouri native, went to Belleville East, which is in Belleville, Illinois. So he grew up, born in St. Louis, but he's a native, I guess, from Illinois. And he went to Illinois College. And in college, if you guys did not follow him, he came out of the draft in 2017. And he was basically the last 2 years of college, basically almost an 18 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. A guy who can do a little bit of everything. His weakest part of his game, arguably, is just his shooting consistency. He's going to be a guy who's going to come in and play hard, always on defense. And again, he's a guy, also, he has thoracic outlet syndrome and had underwent surgery to repair a blood clot in his upper arm in 2012. Hopefully that, that's something that it doesn't resurface. But how does he fit on this roster? He's just an insurance policy. Basically, being 6'6", 220, he's a guy who can play shooting guard in a pinch, small forward in a pinch, and even some power forward if you need to in a pinch, as he's a guy who's shown being a strong rebounder and capable of grabbing, in college, multiple rebounds. But I think what you have to do is when you look at these guys that played overseas, don't look at their college stats, because fuck that. They become different players after leaving college, especially when you go overseas and you play in the Israeli league, you play in the VTB, which is, I believe, it's not is it the Lithuanian or is that the Russian? And he also played in the German league. And on all those leagues, he actually was shooting 37, 39%. Obviously those, 3-point lines are a little shorter, but still, he's a guy that for the Windy City Bulls was averaging 18 a night. Birmingham Squadron, 12 a night. And then in the VTB League, 20 a night. And Israel League, 10 a night. Okay, 13 in Germany. So he's a guy who can score, and rebounding. He's a guy who can average, 5, 6, 7 rebounds a night. He can play power forward. And he's also a guy who's averaged in all those leagues over a steal a night and about half a block. So he's a capable player. I know he's just kind of irrelevant, but I think he's somebody that people need to pay attention to because he could make a name for himself. I know it's just a two-way, but let me hear your thoughts. I'm done. Let's get back to what this video was originally about.